What's up, everybody? This is a Long Story Longer podcast with Rene Rodriguez, and today's guest is Iggy Samaniego.
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother? I'm glad you made it, man.
Yeah, man.
It's
sandstorm off right now.
It's been a long time coming. Yeah, the sandstorm. I'm glad you made it, bro.
You know, when I pulled up, I'm like, I wonder which house is his. You know, I saw the Chevelle outside.
Yeah.
That shit was like a Mad Max.
Yeah, that's my brother Chevelle. He has it looking all Mad Max on purpose. He wants it to be like a sleeper car where people don't know how badass it is until they get him on the racetrack, whatever, you know.
They couldn't already tell by the Chevelle part there's a badass car.
Right. So yeah, man, comedy.
Oh, bro.
That's
You know what? Hey, also, I don't know if I told you this, but I also did, for the first time, I did some acting, bro.
You did some acting for
Yeah,
what?
like, you know what? The funny part about that story is the scene that I did, I was getting killed.
Right.
The guy shoots me in the back of the head while I'm on my knees. And I took a fall forward. And we recorded that shit. You know, I did like 15 takes of this fucking one scene with. And the next day, I'm like, why does my asshole hurt? They said I blew out my asshole fucking doing that scene.
And this is for what? A movie or a show? Or?
It's for a TV show for Chicano Hollywood TV, bro.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Never heard of Chicano Hollywood TV. Is that on?
It's, you know, it's coming up, come on, man. It is, because, you know, this dude, Johnny Murillo, that runs it.
Right.
He tried to start right before the pandemic. So he picked up a lot of steam, little pinche lockdowns, man. But they're coming back up and they're picking up steam, man.
And they're online only, or are they a streamer?
Yeah. Streaming networks, man.
Hell yeah, man. I'm going to have to look that up, man. And you already saw that scene that you worked on, or is that still yet to be seen?
I haven't. The episode hasn't dropped either, but I'll let you know. Wait, you can see me blow my asshole and blow my brains.
That's cool, man. I'm glad you're doing acting, man. Are you looking forward to doing more projects, or are you in line to do more? Or?
Trip out on this, bro. The dude that hit me up to do that, he had hit me up once before. He goes, "Hey, man, I'm going to film school, and I wrote this script that I want you to be a part of." I'm like, "Man, I'm a comedian, I'm not an actor." I told, yeah, sure, bro. The next day, he's like, "Hey, man, where you at? I'm already here." And I felt like shit. I'm like, "Fuck." I told him I was going to go. I didn't go. Like a year later, he hits me up again. He goes, "I know you let me hang in last time. There's another script that I really want you to be a part of." So then I felt bad. Like, fuck it, man, I'll do it.
You got to commit.
Yeah, I had to do it, man. But I don't really aspire to do that shit, man. I don't. But it was cool to try something different.
It's cool to have it in your wheelhouse, though, man.
Yeah,
you never know who might discover you there, too. They might like your look and maybe typecast you on something else, or you just never know, bro. Yeah, man. And so you've been busy, bro, and you got some cool stuff coming up, too.
I do, come on, and you know what, man? It's shit that I've been waiting on for a long time. I mean,
It's your time to shine, brother.
Thank you, bro. Fuck, man. I mean, you know what? Like, let's say this idea that's happening right now. 5 years wait. So imagine something that you know is something cool or whatever, and then you have to wait. You have to put that shit in the oven and wait 5 fucking years before you can even taste it, man.
Yeah, man.
That's where I'm at.
But you've been doing comedy for how long, though?
I just celebrated my 13-year anniversary week.
Hell yeah, bro.
In February.
Yeah, so we were talking earlier about how I was there at the beginning, towards the beginning of your career, so I wasn't sure how long ago that was, but I do remember it being long before my boy was born.
Yeah.
And I was telling you earlier that I take pride in me laughing out loud at your jokes and you letting it be known that I was your first top fan or your first mega fan, whatever the fuck.
It was, bro. You know, it was weird because I had 2 fans before you was it. It was my sister and my BFF, Chela.
Right.
Shout out to both of them. And but you were the first one that I posted that I was on a show and then needed to sell tickets. I think it was 6 months into comedy. But when you hit me up, I'm like, "Oh fuck, I just sold the ticket." So I was like, I don't know if you're a fan or not, but this motherfucker's the first one to buy a ticket.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, because I believe I couldn't remember exactly, but I know it was towards the beginning. It was minimum 3 shows I saw you, and then I started working for the railroad, and I wasn't home as often as I was at that point in time. So I haven't seen you since, but I mean, we stayed in contact. I've helped you out a few times with artwork, whatever. But
yeah, thank you for that, by the way, too, man.
But I mean, I know it's been a while, but from the get go, you've got a particular voice, you know, and you're real on stage. From what I remember, you were real on stage, and that's what I loved about you, bro.
You want to hear something funny, man?
Talk to me, bro.
I never knew I had an accent. People are like, "What the fuck, are you deaf?"
Bro.
You know, and one time we're doing this comedy open mic, and this dude, big ass tattoo artist, he comes up and goes, "Hey man, I just want to say that I think your accent is cool or something funny." I go, "What accent?" He goes, "Bro, you have an accent. What do you mean?" I go, have an accent? I was like, I couldn't believe that shit. But I guess I'm from El Paso. I sound like
It's an El Paso accent, bro, because so when I was working again with the railroad, I was in Sioux City, Iowa. But my first couple of years, I was working in Fort Worth with a bunch of other gangs. A crew that was from a Texas gang, and my crew were mostly from Oklahoma City area. And one of my buddies that I hired on with, Kevin Eason, if he watches this, he'll probably remember the story. We're in Sioux City, Iowa, after 2 years in Fort Worth. Cold as shit. We're there around Christmas time. So I'm wearing overalls, bro. I'm wearing a flannel shirt, the red and black one with the squares, right? And I let my mustache grow. I let my half-ass beard grow. And this fucker tells me, dude, you finally look how you sound. I guess I was looking cholo to him. I don't know, bro. But yeah, it's the El Paso accent, bro.
yeah, neta, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know what, man? After you told me that, and I realized, oh shit, I do have an accent. I was kind of embarrassed about it, neta. I go, fuck, now I gotta speak proper or whatever.
Nah, fuck no, bro.
But and it took me a while to realize that because I go, man, if not every comedian is not that every comedian is the same. That laugh, but I go, what sets me apart from these other cats? Because I only know about of 2 other cholo comics. ¿Sí me entiendes? So I go, I'm not gonna fucking
Felipe Esparza, or
well that
because he talks that way too.
George Perez.
George Perez too. Yeah, hell yeah, man.
I'm the third. Okay.
But no, man. I mean, it's an El Paso thing. Because even now, I work on the New Mexico side of the railroad, bro. And to my buddies that are from New Mexico, a lot of them think that our accent is like super Mexican. It's like, no, dude, this is El Paso Spanish or El Paso Spanglish, bro. This is the way we talk. I think it's easy for us to make sense to ourselves, and everybody else looking in they're befuddled by the way we fucking talk, bro.
I like it that you use the word befuddled.
I gotta throw in a $20 word here and there, bro.
I like this. I like when people, I like when people underestimate me.
Fuck yeah, bro. Exactly, man.
One time I was doing the show with my mentor. Shout out to Ponchereta in Loreto, bro. And
right.
Before the show starts, I'm in the back, and there's a table with 3 ladies, and I'm just standing there waiting for a show to start, and I hear one of the ladies go, "Who's the comedian that's on?" And one of the ladies goes, "I don't know, I saw a flyer, some stupid looking cholo guy."
Oh, fuck.
And I'm standing behind him, I'm standing behind him, I go, "Ah, cabrón." So I go on stage and sit, and and during one of my jokes, I use the big word. And my camarada Ponchi goes, "Este güey using big words." Well, I'm on stage, and I could spell it too, motherfucker. What's up? I get on stage. And I go back to where that table was. And Ponchi goes, "Oh, look, let me introduce you. This lady owns 3 radio stations. This lady's a district attorney, and the one that said stupid cholo was a judge."
Oh, shit.
This is Judge Perez, whatever.
Judge so-and-so.
Everyone, you can see her go like, "Oh, fuck, I think you heard me." And I'm just looking at her smiling, and she goes, "Son, I just want to say that I would not expect, you surprised me," she says. "I would not expect someone that looks like you to know the words that you can do." And see, I timed it perfect. I looked at her and go, "Well, Your Honor, maybe you're a bad judge of character."
Yeah.
Ooh, and we shut up, and then I laughed like, "Just kidding, but I got you, bitch. I got her. You should judge Judy."
I think for sure people hear the way we talk, or people look at us and judge us for a certain way. I mean, straight out of high school, I went to art school too, bro. And they set me up with 3 random roommates, and we could do a survey to try to get similar personalities to live with each other, right? And all of us were different, but we were all cool with each other for sure, But a bunch of, not so much my roommates, but we throw parties or whatever in our apartment room, whatever. And I'd be playing rock music, bro. People see a Hispanic kid and they think you're listening to just Spanish shit too, It's kind of similar to that shit. They don't expect us to know these words. They don't expect us to be rocking out to the Chili Peppers or whatever band I was listening to, It comes with the image, bro, and our voice, our tone, our accent.
What time speaking of like, I didn't expect that. I'll say this, fuckers. Don't laugh at me. My favorite band, one of my favorite bands is Coldplay. Let me explain.
I love Coldplay. Don't worry.
All right, but like a cholo went to my roommate going, "I would have never pegged you as being a Coldplay fan." I go, "Oh, I know all the classics. I'll sing them too." Fucking sensitive cholo.
And the B-sides, bro. Everything. No, I love Coldplay, bro. Ever since they came out, I fucking fell in love with them. It's a great band. You can't deny it.
You know what I like them at? I like them because when I had my kids, when my kids were babies, and I would like put them to sleep, whatever, I would sing that shit to them. I don't have a fucking, I barely have a voice to talk on fucking podcast with. Pero
We gotta get that shit recorded, bro.
And it's weird, bro, because it would work, man. It would calm these fuckers. And my ex-wife, the baby mama at the time, she's like, I don't know how you do it. It takes me forever to put them to sleep. Man, just fucking sing them Coldplay. Don't go to sleep.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, that'll work.
They're probably like, man, Dad, you're boring. You have a fuck the voice. I'm going to sleep.
You know, I regret. I go and see a bunch of my favorite bands play in concerts. If I gotta travel, I will, bro. But Coldplay's one of those bands I haven't seen yet, and I gotta go watch them.
Yeah, I'll be down.
I fucking love that band, bro. Chris Martin, bro. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. What else do you listen to as far as music?
It's weird, man. You know, I was just working with a dude the other day, and I go, I have my playlist, and I kind of had to mention, I go, hey, man, it's kind of weird, no? Pinche Coldplay, and then NWA after that. I listen to whatever, man. Oldies on a Sunday, a huevo, man.
Right. So speaking of music, bro, do you ever hype yourself up before you go on stage to do your comedy? Do you ever listen to music to get you going, or are you more into a silent moment focus before you go on?
You know what, I before I go on, I make sure that I walk whatever room I'm in. If it's a paid show, I walk the whole fucking room, and then I'll look at people before I go on, just to see if something stands out. But as far as music, I could, but not really, man. My preparation is I'll do 10 push-ups, like 2 minutes before I know I'm going on. Not like, wait, pinche, just 10 combos, a little fucking shadow boxing, y vamos. Hey.
Fuck yeah, bro. What about music to take you onto stage after they announce your name? Was it?
Dude, I just found the perfect one, man. It's called Nobody's Clown by Los Yesterdays. It's a badass rola, man. It's about this puppet. And the video is sad. It's chingon, but it's, I mean, it's a cholo puppet.
Right.
And no, I'm nobody's clown, whatever it said. And they show him on stage. And the fucker, pinchy puppet, and he's looking at the chola puppet like, oh, I want you. The fucking chola puppet leaves the chola puppet for another fucker. And he's on stage looking at it all heartbroken and shit. And actually had that happen to me, bro. So I was tripping out on this video porque it's a fucking... He's on stage and the fucker's bald. He has a wig, but he takes off and he's bald.
Right.
He's a bald performer performing, and the chick he wants is with another dude in front of him. And that happened to me at the Caligan Canyon. I was performing, man. My ex was there, and I had seen her with another dude. I'm like, fuck, it might have to be funny. Don't cry. Trip outward. And during the middle of my set, there's a chingos of people, man. It's an amphitheater. In the middle of my set, I gave her a shout out, man. I go, still want you, pinche changa buena. 3 besos, culera. And I asked her, hey, did you hear that? She goes, yeah, I did. I had to leave. She goes, I don't want to cry in front of my man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I got her back, too. Shout out.
That's good, bro. You guys, because obviously I follow you on social media, and you guys look great together, bro.
Thank you,
so she seems like she's fun.
Dude, it's so weird. I told her one time, I go, because we go to bars, whatever, I play pool and shit. But I told my little guy, for the audience to know, man, my chick's white girl, German, blue eye. We walked into a bar and I told her, you know what I noticed, girl? I said, you make me invisible. She goes, what do you mean? Every fucking room we walk into, motherfuckers look at you. I'm not jealous, I get it. I would look too shit. Pero what I started doing after that, because normally I would walk in first. And then my little guy go, let me get behind you. So every time we walked into a room, I would walk behind her and I would scope everyone. You could see all motherfuckers like, Lucas, dude, fucking dogs turning around and shit.
Well, you've got those guys on Instagram. I mean, you've seen that they're walking with their chick like that, and they catch people on camera looking at their eyes,
yeah,
and
they look back.
And then they shame them, yell like, "Hey, cabrón!" Yeah, man. And she's pretty supportive of your comedy career.
To the max, homie.
Hell yeah, bro.
Sometimes
that's the most you could ask for. Hell yeah.
It sounds like it, man. Sometimes it's too much for straight out, man.
Patient woman, I bet.
She is, but we got through some shit because it is hard, bro. It is hard. Look, women know when there's women. What do you like in a man? What's the most, they say, sense of humor?
Mm-hmm.
So your chick knows that other chicks are gonna like you because you're funny. ¿Sí me entiendes?
Right.
Yeah, and then you're out on the fucking road all the time, and so it's hard, bro. But this is what I told her, man. Did you give me enough time? I'm gonna retire as. I'm gonna take in the road with me. I'm gonna fucking. Hopefully, like in another 10 years.
Well, yeah, bro, because you're fucking funny to begin with. You're rough and rugged looking, like women like too. But yeah, you've got her. She's.
Yeah, we compliment each other.
Exactly. Hell yeah, man. That's perfect. That's perfect, man. You can't ask for anything better.
Nope, nope. If she had a fucking twin, that would be. I'll take two of you. You know, like about my coming too is I never really like had a thing for white girls, or I never even thought about it, man. But when I got her, I go, I'm gonna teach this one Spanish. Eh? So I got a white girl to speak Spanish. It's basically like a white chola. Eh?
Right. Yeah, I used to have my buddies in art school, bro. That one of them, Brett, he played volleyball in California. He was from Indiana, but I think he spent some time in California. And he'd be like, "Dude, Rene, you gotta show me the Spanish bad words, bro. Because whenever I play with Hispanic dudes, whenever they cuss after they fuck up or they do something good, it sounds more powerful than cussing in English."
It's got more of a punch.
Yeah, man, hell yeah, big old punch.
You know, the cutest fucking shit to me, bro. That I taught her slang Spanish. That it.
Right.
So it'd be funny. We just be at the crib chilling. And she's walking down the hallway. She'll hit her toe like on the couch, and she'll go chingao. That's a good white ass white go chingao.
Hell yeah, bro. I'll be talking to people, and so my truck that I've got, I mean, I've only had it for just over half a year, I guess, too. And I was talking to my white coworkers, whatever, and I'm like explaining to them too, like I already gave it a chingazo, and they know what the fuck I'm talking about too, you know. I gave it a bump on the front a couple months after I got it. I'm like, yeah, man, I give it a chingazo. It hurts, but I mean, it's fucking there. It is what it is, you know. But they know what I'm talking about.
And about how our slang is layered because chingazo is that slang, but like third level slang is vergazo. You know what a vergazo is? You're in deep.
Dude, and there's a different meaning for the way you say it, and there could be a struggle alongside depending on how you say it too, or
Yep.
or so many words for the same thing. It's fucking badass, bro.
You know which one was powerful, bro? A huevo.
Oh well.
And I was trying to explain to my little guy and some other white friends, man. I go, what's a huevo? What's a huevo is
How do you translate it? Because it sounds odd and stupid saying an egg.
an egg.
An egg.
The most fragile thing, a fucking egg, but it has a lot of power behind it because look, I told him, you know how white people have hold my beer and
Right.
some crazy shit's about to go
Right.
down? That's our version of it. If you, let's say you told me, hey bro, you can't do a backflip off my roof, and I go, a huevo? It means I'm gonna do it somehow, man. Whether I
Yeah.
crack my skull, whether I have to fucking blow up your house. It's this thing that we have where once that's said, like, you're kind of dead set on it.
You're committed.
There you go. Yeah, huevo.
A huevo, bro. A huevo, there's
There's no way to translate that shit. An
No.
egg.
an egg. It doesn't translate right, bro. It doesn't make sense. And the Spanglish too, bro. I'd be with my buddies, and my buddy Ethan's half Japanese, half white, and he'd see me talking Spanglish, but he's like, "How the fuck do you do that, man?" He's like, "If I were to try to do that Japanese and English, it doesn't work." So he couldn't fathom how the fuck we make Spanish and English work together. It's an El Paso thing. I've heard my buddies from California do it too, but their Spanish sounds worse than ours, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, our Spanish isn't proper as fuck at all either, you know, but our Spanish is way better than California Spanish, I think, for the most part.
Yeah, you're right. And then if you go down the Rio Grande Valley, like McAllen, Laredo, they use more Spanish than we do. Yeah, because when I went down there, I felt like Californian and shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, cabrón, estos vatos hablan así. We would talk and use a few Spanish words, but these fuckers, or even, they don't say a toda madre. Here
Right.
in El Paso, we say, hey, a toda madre. Or there they say, con madre. I'm like,
Ah, cabrón.
with a mom? Or tacos, we. This dude, shout out to my homie Rene, bro. I'm doing a show down there, and
I love that dude, bro. I don't like his taste in football, but that fucker's hilarious, bro. Fuck the Cowboys.
Little Eagles. And this one goes, hey man, I'm gonna tell you guys to get some big ass, the biggest taco you ever had. And I'm thinking like, I don't like how big a taco. What do you mean? And we go and I ordered one, and this lady bring me a big ass burrito. It was like the size of my fucking fork. And I go, no. I ordered the taco. She goes, see, ahí está. I go, no, this is a burrito. She goes, and this fucker explains, like, let me explain. She goes, down here we call burritos tacos. All right, then what the fuck do you call a taco? With flour instead of, with corn instead of flour. He goes, taco. You can't have the same name for two fucking things, bro. You can't call a hamburger a fucking hot dog.
Yeah, dude, we were in Austin. So there's a spot that I always go to when I'm out there called, it's like a Hawaiian Mexican spot, Hula Hut. And I remember looking at the menu and asking what a tubular taco was. And it was a big ass burrito enchilada type hybrid, right? But I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, who the hell gives you just one fucking enchilada? You know, because it said it was one tubular taco, and then when it shows up on the plate, it's a big old bad boy too.
Is that the ones where they put the sauce on top?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, bro. I love San Antonio, but that Tex-Mex food sucks, man.
No. That place is good, bro. That place is good.
Right.
It's more like an enchilada for
yeah.
sure.
It's flour.
No. They actually have the ladies. When you walk up to the port where they have the tables at on the outside, there's a little window where you got the two Mexican ladies making the tortillas by hand. So they're large fucking corn tortillas or flour, whichever one you want. But that place is legit. It's not Tex-Mex. It's fucking good. I don't think it's Tex-Mex.
Oh, no, that's all right.
I mean,
you defend them. I'll take your word.
It's got the Hawaiian twist to it, but it's not Tex-Mex. Not that place.
I think I heard this shit that the burrito was invented in Juarez. That's my fucking hometown. That's where I was born, in Juarez, Chihuahua. But and it makes sense, man. Because I went to this burrito place and they had the history of the burrito right there, fucking scribbled on the wall and shit. And it makes sense, man. It was for construction workers, right? Instead of fucking packing the lunch, but just, hey, wrap it in a fucking tortilla, boom. Dude, neta, man, I think I've gone at the longest, like 2 years straight of just burritos for lunch, man. Or nothing else. Sometimes we used to fucking warm it up on my homie's Cadillac. Because we have a microwave in the construction site, man. So
right.
Turn the car on a little bit, let's heat them up on the fucking radiator.
Yeah, man. So whenever you go, like you did with Raymond North, whenever you go to travel, are you pretty adventurous with food whenever you go out, or?
Nah, brother. You know what?
Just the basics of burrito
and my chick makes fun of me because of that. Cause you always eat the same shit, or you always order the same shit. I guess I'm a creature of habit, whatever. But she likes that. She likes to it. I want to explore flavors and shit. Hey, give me a fucking chorizo and well burrito. I don't want a fucking crepe. I don't know what a crepe is.
I just don't want to go to. I'm not one to travel, bro, and I've traveled a lot with the railroad, bro, and I'm not one to travel and go to Applebee's. Like, no, bro. Or even when you travel for vacation, I can't do shit that we have here, you know. Yeah, I gotta try something different or something local always. But
you know what, bro? I grew up poor as fuck, way, so like whatever you feed me, I'll eat it. Wait, cardboard with ketchup, but it's still
yeah, shit, bro. There's nutrients in ketchup too.
You know what? I grew up with my jefa going, and I tripped out because when I was married and I saw my brother-in-law, this is the first time I saw this shit, man. I got married at 17. So I'm 18, man. I'm living with my wife and my wife at the time at her parents' house, and her brother goes, they made food, pinche enchiladas, like I always right me, and my brother-in-law goes, I want pizza. Fucking 17, 18-year-old dude, you get a choice on what you eat. If growing up I went to my mom, I no quiero enchiladas, quiero pizza. She would have fucking smacked me with an enchilada. Ay, cabrón, te las vas a comer por el culo. This fucker's here demanding. He has a menu. I would like today. Shut the fuck up and eat it.
No, we were, so my mom would cook too, you know, and so at a young age, I was always picky too, bro. No tomatoes, no onions. Tomatoes only in sauce form. If ever I ate onions, they had to be soft, not raw. And so that's why I cook a lot now, bro, because I was picky as a kid. So if I didn't like what my mom was making, which is good food, like in retrospect, her food was always amazing, right? But at the time, me being a picky little asshole, I started cooking at a young age, you know, just because I was afraid of chile rellenos, for instance, and I love chile rellenos now.
Well, I mean, that's cool. At least you didn't go, oh, I don't want that, and you make it for me. Go, hey, I'll make it myself. I stop. Okay.
Yeah. No, like I always gotta make it a point to now with my boy, whatever I'm cooking, I'm cooking for my guests or my family, whoever. I'll make whatever we eat, and I gotta ask him whatever he wants, or I gotta play it safe and play the classics: burgers, hot dogs, pizza, tenders, whatever. He's got it made, bro.
Oh my, bro, you're a good dad, Carlos, man. I see you post about your travel, and it's
Thank you, bro.
Have a cool relationship. Shit.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, it's about walking the walk, you know, not just talking it, bro. I love my boy. He's the most important thing to me, and I let it be known, bro. Not so much to impress people, like fuck that, bro. Like these are our memories. If I show something with my boy, it's.
You see, why would it even be considered that, like, single father raising his kid, posting about it? Oh, he's showing off. Why would that even cross people's mind instead of going, oh, that's cool, man? A kid that has his dad and you're trying and fucking people are haters, man. I look at me, sure enough, fuck you.
And then we got a band together.
Dude, flex on those fuckers, man.
Dude, he's a great drummer, bro, and I couldn't have asked for a better son. I know we all say that about our kids, bro, and we're all fortunate to have the kids that we have, bro. But I mean, honestly, I hit the jackpot with my boy.
I don't know what you mean, bro. And earlier when you're saying that story, and you go, when you say, "Oh, my kids well behaved," and it made me think about mine too, because no son desmadrosos. They're not perfect, man, but no son desmadrosos. We're not fucking Dennis the Menace and shit.
Exactly, bro.
You know, my shout out to my oldest son Julian, bro.
Military.
The military. This motherfucker. Should I say this on video?
Say it, bro. It comes from a place of love and respect for your boy.
No, what I'm saying is, I hope he don't get in trouble for this.
Oh, okay.
You know, his name is not Julian, right? It's Seth. But my son, fake son Seth, this motherfucker forged my signature to be able to join the military at 17.
Oh, fuck.
And when he told me, he thought I was going to get mad. I go, as bad as you want to serve your country like that, man. And most kids, either they don't want to do it or whatever. This fucker got in front of the line before he was even technically old enough to do it, man. And I'll say this too, bro, because my son joined the military. He was in National Guard for a couple years. And one time he hits me up and goes, "Hey, Dad, I was offered a scholarship if I want to go to West Point." No mames, we.
That's the best of the best, bro.
Dude, and my son was the first one from our family to even join the military. But this is what happened, man. My son goes, they give him like a tour and shit, West Point. And my son, it was like a 2-day tour, whatever. He called me the first day and he goes, "Hey, Dad, I don't know if I want to do this." "What do you mean? What happened, man? You're excited about it?" He goes, "Yeah, Dad, because what happened is there's a lot of kids there." He didn't have to say white boy. I know what he meant. There's the white dudes. He goes, they have family lineage. You know what I'm saying? Their fucking dads went to, their cousins, their uncle went to West Point. And he felt inferior, bro. He's letting me know this, but he's not saying it. I go, "All right." I let him talk and I go, "So you feel inferior because these cats, their grandpas and their great-grandpas went there?" "Yeah, Dad." I go, "You should be proud because you're the first one of our fucking family that made it there. So you're their great-grandpa."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And don't you ever fucking, like, you know what, man? He's like, "Dude, you're right, Dad." He's like,
Exactly.
"No, man, you come from a fucking immigrant wetback dad, bro. You made it to fucking West Point." You know what he ended up doing? He ended up telling them no, because he goes, "I'm too good for this shit." He was gonna get face harassment and fucking whatever, people calling him names and shit. So he goes, "I'm too good for West Point, man." Hey, culeros, you could have had one, motherfucker.
So he preferred to start from the ground up instead of going to West Point itself, because he obviously joined the military anyway.
Yeah, and then trip out on this way. He became a federal agent. So I trip out on this, man, because I go, "Look at you, man. That's a former criminal, fucking former burglar." My dad was a cop. My dad was a motorcycle cop in Juarez. So I go, "This is weird, man. Your grandpa was a cop. Your dad was a fuck up, and then you're a federal agent." I think I was a problem. I just realized that.
And he's where at now?
He's stationed in Cali.
Yeah, oh, right on.
Yeah.
Your boy Jules, I see you post about him every so often.
Fucking proud of that dude, man. And I do that. I had him when I was 16. Yeah, but like 16 going on 17 right before. But so it's kind of like raising like a little homie of yours. You know?
Yeah, exactly, bro.
As I told him, babies having babies, man. Imagine. I don't know how to wipe my ass without leaving streaks at fucking 16. I have to fucking change a diaper now.
I was still playing with Ninja Turtles, bro. Obviously.
By the way, man, shout out to your Ninja Turtles collection. Let me fucking show this guy.
Dude,
because of Ninja Turtle shit. Can I tell you a funny story about? And I was looking for the figurine that the story pertains to, but I had a neighbor. I grew up poor, bro. And the apartments we lived in across the street was like houses, yeah. And we had this friend that no one liked, Kenny. But he had all the Ninja Turtle ways. We had to put up with his bullshit. Remember? He had this one Ninja Turtle figurine that, like, fuck, I really loved it. So one day we were playing, and I knew I was timing it. It's about time. My mom's gonna call us to come back, or whistle at us to go, "Man, come back." So I timed it, bro, and I hid it. I hid the figurine by this tree. "All right, see you later, Kenny." when it got dark, I went back to the bush and I stole that shit. I'm like, fuck yeah, I got this turn away for chick little.
Which one was it, bro?
It was this orange fucker. I think it was a Triceratops. Orange.
Oh yeah,
Triceratops.
yeah.
That one fucker, yeah.
I don't have those, man.
Oh, hey, I'll steal them from you.
They got them at Target.
Going by the bush.
No, yeah, bro. But I mean, as far as going back to being a young dad, I'm sure your little homie, that gave him an edge growing up. That gave him character too. Not just him, your other kids too. You know, being the type of dad that you are, I'm sure that builds up character in them too, man.
Yeah, bro. You know, it's weird, man. Cause my kids saw me as their dad. That's on you, but they didn't know all the shit that I did. Like, did you ever watch that show, Scare Street?
Yeah.
When the little child
Bikes!
fucking, yeah, hold my pocket, I'm gonna break you, little pussy, all this bullshit. And watch it, and we did laugh, man. We were laughing, whatever. But in the back of my head, I go, my kids don't know that I went through that shit myself. I went through a Scare Street program in '94.
Oh, shit.
I did, bro. I did, but I'm like, I can't let my kids know this shit. And it's weird how my kids started catching on that. Oh fuck, Dad used to be a criminal. My ex-wife, their mom, when we lived together, she had this fucking tendency to always lose or lock the keys to a house. So we go home, I locked the keys inside. I would open my restroom window and I would jump in 2 moves, bro. Grab the fucking top of the eave, move in, and then turn around. Because I used to be a burglar. That's why I was so good at that shit. My kids didn't know that. My kids like, wow, Dad, you're really good at that, man. I'm flexible. And until one time our neighbors locked themselves out, and it's all raining, it was snowing. And we lived in an apartment, and my neighbor goes, we locked our keys. I go, I got you, man. He goes, no, we tried every door. I go, no, you haven't. I used to do this for a living. I didn't tell the neighbor that. Pero trip out on this, this is how I knew, because it was a 2-story apartment. Ours was next to theirs. And I knew that in the back, if I climbed this post, I get to that 2nd-story window, no one locks their 2nd-story window. They say, we tried every window. You didn't try every window. So I go out back, man. I climbed that post. Sure enough, it was open. I go in, I open it. It took me less than 2 minutes, bro. And my neighbor's like, how the fuck did you do that? And the lady goes, how'd you know that window was unlocked? Man, no one locks the 2nd-story window because no one thinks someone could get up there.
Right.
But I did. That's when my kid's like, hey, Dad, you're really good at this breaking in the house and shit.
Hey, Iggy, and what sort of El Paso did you grow up on?
Central, kind of.
Central.
You know what is weird, man? I grew up, I was thinking about this shit now in retrospect, bro. I grew up right, I was across the fucking freeway from Fort Bliss. Yeah. But it's weird, man. I was born in Juarez.
Off of Fort and Dyer area?
Yes, sir. You know which one.
Mm-hmm.
Right before the fucking Devil's Triangle, man.
Right.
Area. Yeah. But I was thinking, man, like, I was born in Juarez. Came over here to the States when I was 3, which was like 85, whatever. Didn't know English, but I'm learning it through Sesame Street and shit, whatever. But then I go to school and go, oh shit, what is this? Black people? I've never seen a fucking black person, bro. Or whites. I've never seen a fucking white. I came from Juarez, man. But it was weird. Our principal used to call us wetbacks. Because when I would get in trouble,
Wow.
my mom would have to go to the office and I would translate for her. So I'd be sitting there and it was Mr. Edwards. Fuck you, Mr. Edwards, you're still alive, you piece of shit.
Fuck that, dude.
But I would be there with my mom and she would tell me something and I would translate.
And you're how old, real quick?
I was...
No, but now you're how old?
Right now I'm 42.
So I'm 43. I can't imagine somebody calling me a wetback at our school. That'd be...
Because this was...
Fucking Central didn't give a fuck.
Because it was Fort Bliss. That's why, and this black kid from Atlanta moving in with his family, they never seen a Mexican, so I get it, ¿verdad? Pero then this fucker goes under, not even under his breath, but he goes, fucking wetbacks, I wish you guys would go back to where you came from. My mom was waiting for the translation. How the fuck do I tell my mom, like he says that we're mojados and go back to where fucking came from? So I didn't translate it. She goes, ¿Qué hijo? I go, no, nada, no era para nosotros. You mean, so I grew up with that type of shit.
Wow,
and
bro.
Dude, it made me hate white people. I mean, shouldn't admit it, I got a white girlfriend. That's how I made them. Or even black people, man. I fucking hate them. I even hated other Mexicans. Because I was...
you were the odd man out.
I was mojado, man. So I had Mexicans that were born, or whatever, born here but Mexican, whatever, giving me shit because they used to call us Juareños. Dude, I hate that fucking word. Guareño meant like, it's like the N word, but for you know what I'm saying, for Mexican.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, someone cut. That's why I got so many fucking fights, man. Ah, pinche Guareño. Ah, fuck, here we go again. Bam, bam, bam. Es Guarense, not Guareño, puto.
And you were a brawler from the get-go then.
No, I fucking hate fights. I was. It's funny.
But you were in boxing though, no?
See, yeah, I was a punching bag. Dude, I was like Rocky, man. Like, all right, just kick my ass, and I had a good record. I've never been knocked out. I've been knocked out, but I've never been knocked out, man. I've been hit culero, but
Yeah.
you know, even the boxing, man. Like, I think I hate getting punched in the fucking nose, bro. I hate the mouth. You can punch me in the gut, in the head, but in the nose, because it makes your eyes tear up. Like, I'm not crying, and the way you try to stop him, he looks like he's crying.
No, the punch in the nose is when it gets real, bro.
I bet, bro. Look at this shit's all fucked up. But I never liked violence, man. I was always more of a lover, a quiet dude, but they didn't give you a choice, man. Like, those black kids didn't go, hey, would you like to fight? They just come up and smack you in the back of the head.
Or would you like to talk it over? Never gonna happen.
Would you like to have a civil conversation about our differences?
But for the record, it's all changed now. You're good with everybody. We all grow up.
You know what, man?
We learn from our lumps and bruises.
This is what I learned, that because the same kids, white kids, black kids, that I went to in elementary, when they'll kick our ass, when we got to middle school, there was less tension. Because we kind of went, oh, we're just all fucking human. You just happen to be darker than me, you happen to be from Atlanta, and I'm from fucking third world country. By the time you get to high school, now they're homies. So it was either taught or it was out of ignorance because they've never seen a fucking Mexican. But the same cats that we used to fight in elementary, by the time we're in high school, they're fucking homies.
Yeah, so like, I think growing up, I've got one of those looks, like even my brother's best friend now, Junior, loved my brother for the longest time. They're still best friends now, and for whatever reason, growing up, he said that he used to see me not like me at all without knowing me. And he confessed to me years backwards. He's like, dude, whenever I'd see you, you had a very punchable face. I just didn't fucking like you, man. But I got to know you, and you're fucking badass. Mm-hmm. And we're pretty tight too now. You know, we've been tight for a long time too. But it's one of my best friends too. My brother's best friend that became one of my best friends too. That I love the guy, you know.
You know that the first I can tell you the first house I broke into, and I was 6 or 7 years old. I planned this, I mapped it, I timed it, I fucking scoped out the family, what time they're not gonna be there, shit like that. All because the family whose house I broke into were white. So I really didn't like white people because they could call me wetbag. Mm-hmm. And then I see this dude that moved into our apartment, family white, and this fucker got a Game Boy. So I'm gonna fucking steal that Game Boy. So I'm scoping at Canton, I go, alright, around 3 they leave, it takes them 40 minutes to come back. Oh, this when I'm fucking 6, carnal. 6, 7. They fucking leave. I go into the restroom window, I get the Game Boy, I go home, and I'm playing that shit. For like 2 hours later, I hear a knock on the door. And I go, and I see that dude's mom, I go, good, because now I have to translate for my mom. So whatever she says, I'm gonna just lie to my mom. So I hear talking to my mom goes, ¿Qué dice la señora? Come here. And she says, did you steal my son's Game Boy? No. And then my mom, ¿qué dijo? And the lady goes, le estoy preguntando que the fucking white lady spoke Spanish, bro. Oh, shit. She told me, oh, le digo en español. She goes, su hijo se metió a mi casa y robó el Game Boy. And I'm thinking, they don't know shit, man. The lady goes, can I see the bottom of your shoes? Okay. I show the bottom of your shoes. Goes, that's the footprint of my bathtub. Dude, when I went in the restroom, I stepped on the bathtub and left the footprint.
Oh, shit.
That's how I got caught. Carnal. After that, I broke it. I'm very embarrassed about this, man. Let me say that shit straight into a camera. I'm very embarrassed about this shit. I broke it to almost 100 cantones, brother.
Wow, bro.
In the span that I did that shit. I'm very embarrassed about doing that
shit.
So
starting at 6 years old?
Yeah, bro. Guess what? Pinche Rene. After that, one time, my first time doing it, first time getting caught, after that, whenever I went into a canton, to the restroom, I would split my legs on the bathtub. So I didn't leave a fucking footprint, man. And after that, I did again like 100 cantones. I only got caught one more time after that. Yeah, so I'm not trying to brag about that shit, man, but...
So based on the shoe print, like how'd you know to go exactly to your house?
She probably went like an adult.
Who-
They
who
break into
else,
my
like,
house to
yeah.
steal one thing, a Game Boy. Yeah, fucking it. I should have stole more shit.
Shit.
Chabal, so the mom catches me and like, okay, it was me and the Game Boy was right there. And she had her son with him, the white dude. I hand him the Game Boy and the fucker looks at it, he goes, wow, you got it to level 23.
Oh,
like,
shit.
You're like, yeah, man, I'm sorry that I stole your Game Boy. He's like, I've never gotten that far. Like, show me how you did it, okay, buddy. We're friends after that, bro. Neta, man.
Well, I'm surprised the mom didn't say, don't hang out with him. You're going to learn some bad habits.
I'll tell you a story about that. She ended up wanting to fuck my brother. I didn't find out till later, but my brother's like, hey, you remember Ophelia? No, yeah, man. Oh, you shouldn't have said her name. And
I could bleep it out.
She goes, did you ever wonder why she would take me to go run errands and not you? I go, I didn't care. I was playing Game Boy. He goes, she was like showing them titties and shit. Like that. Damn it, I felt stupid. Bro. I wanted to see titties too.
Oh, man.
You know, I grew up in that type of fucking environment. I said this shit, bro. I grew up in the body I grew up in. Everything was trying to fight you, fuck you. Fight you or fuck you, man. Everything. I lost my virginity. Is this oversharing? I lost my virginity very early, bro. And we were talking about earlier about what stuff can you joke about, what can you not joke about. We could joke about everything, man.
Yeah, Patrice O'Neill says you got to work it out and anything. It's not off limits as long as you do it right. You might trip and fall on your tongue or whatever, but as long as you do it right, you're good.
Yeah.
If it's funny's funny, bro.
Funny's funny. And this shit happened to me, and no one knew, bro. Just me and this person knew. For years, it didn't fuck with my head. I was like, oh, I wish I could tell someone in therapy class. One time I was frustrated as fuck, and on stage, I said this. I go, man, I lost my virginity to a
Oh, shit.
I go, in my defense, I was 8. I didn't know what the fuck was. I just knew that my neighbor Rachel had tits. Like, and she did. She had titties. Like, and it's weird because her name was Rachel. Like, but motherfucker looked like a linebacker for the Chicago Bears. Like, she had shoulders like see. But I just remember seeing the titties.
Right.
Even though I was young, I remember seeing titties, and the motherfucker lured me in to his apartment. With the titties go, I'm gonna get to suck a titty, okay, you little kid.
Oh, fuck.
Go to her fucking apartment, and whatever, maybe suck on a titty, whatever. And the fucker turned around. I'm a kid, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't even think my dick got hard, but like it put it like in my ass. I probably didn't, whatever, I did that. Oh, and then I left. That's how I lost my fucking virginity. There's nothing funny about that shit. But on stage, I made it funny. And I think now the lesson I got from that shit is I turned pain. Look, man, like, so let's see pain or something that's fucking with you has his sword, right? And it's fucking with you. Bam, bam, bam.
Right.
And when I make fun of it, it's like I give it a balloon sword. You're still there, demon. Or the best you fuck me. But now I'm giving you a balloon sword. So hit me all you want with a balloon sword, man. That's actually funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So flipping it on that shit, man.
No, and then that's your life experience. For anybody else to joke about that towards you, they've got no legs to stand on.
You're right.
You're the one that's fucking conquering that shit with your joke, bro.
Steal that joke about losing your fucking like a linebacker.
There you go, man.
This fucker's name was Rachel. Everyone called him Rocco. I didn't know, fucker. Someone should have told me. I was like,
wow, bro. That type of shit didn't happen in Socorro, I'll tell you that much. And if it did, I never saw it, so... It is what it is, bro.
Neta.
But funny's funny.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes, man, the most tragic shit. I was watching the show, bro, and on Showtime, it was about a comedy store in LA, whatever. But this character that's Richard Pryor, and this younger character that's supposed to be Eddie Murphy. The young character is supposed to be Eddie Murphy. There's a scene where he's watching Richard Pryor. He's like, I want to be that. And the manager of Richard Pryor is next to the Eddie Murphy character. And the dude tells him, I want to be that. And the manager goes, you don't want to be that, son. That man's up there fighting ghosts on stage. Wait, that was powerful. He is fighting ghosts, man. His fucking mom was a hooker and shit like that.
Yeah. Peoria, Illinois.
Yeah. This man's fighting ghosts up there.
But that's his coping mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you're using too.
Like that, brother. You know what, man? And excuse me. In my family, laughing was imperative, bro. You better fucking laugh. You better be funny. You better take it something. You know what I mean? Like, with my family, we're poor as fuck, but we're always laughing. You know, and you think about it, what the fuck is there to laugh about? When you don't got shit, you got laughing. Laughing is fucking free, man. I read this, and I wish I could find the documentary, bro. But it was a documentary about laughing, shit like that, comedy. And they showed these, they tell the story of these motherfuckers going into Auschwitz. Into the fucking oven. They were in line to go into the ovens. And these two, whatever, Jewish dudes were cracking jokes while they were in line. Well, this SS officer comes up with, what the fuck are you guys laughing at? Don't you know we're about to kill you? And the fuckers told him, yeah, but our sense of humor is the one thing you can't take from us. So, haha, fuck you. They laughed all the way to the oven, man. Yeah, because sometimes we report that's all you fucking have and you can't take that part.
Well, dude, there's that, so it was on Netflix a long time ago, years ago, where I think it was called Happy. And it was about this group of people that lived outside of, I think, Siberia, outside of Russia. They lived in the forest outside of there. And it's called
Life on the Tiger.
Yeah, bro, but they're happy because they're not slave to their fucking cell phone. They're not a slave to the fucking news or the bullshit that's going on. They're just living their life. I mean, it's hardship for sure, but they're happier than we fucking are. We might smile, we might laugh and whatever, but we're not as happy as these fuckers. The simple life.
Because you need struggle, cabrón. That shit builds character, makes you fucking resilient. Whatever. I just saw this chingada where they're talking about the Hispanic paradox or Latino paradox. It was called. They're saying about they're studying depression in different demographics, different people. They go, for some fucking reason, the Latinos, the migrants, they have very little cases of mental health. And I think it's because we were brought up, man.
We were told to suck it up.
See, wait, but you know what? The old school way of doing shit had its parts that worked. The new school of parenting, most of it is bullshit. I'm sorry, man. You can't cuddle and cradle these kids. You have to be a dick with them. And this is what I said, man. I had a comedian friend of mine, Joe Rodriguez, by the way, your tocayo.
I love Joe.
Shout out to Joe, man, from Cruising. And
he's gonna do the podcast too. He said he would.
Yeah, but it'd be badass to use the next one and shit. But this fucker messaged me, he goes, because he had been trying for a long time to have a kid. And he messaged me out of nowhere. He goes, hey, man, I finally got my wife pregnant. Hey, congratulations. He goes, yeah, man. He goes, I just wanted to ask you for some advice because you have like 8 fucking kids. It's cool to have 5 fucking kids. And he asked me, and I know his dad, old school cholo, like chingon.
I've seen the pictures, yeah.
Librado, I love that fucking man. So I go, look, man, this is the advice I could give you. I go, take the old school shit, the old school way of parenting that your parents did with you. Take what works, the rest get rid of it. He fucking did. He's like, oh shit, you're right. Because it's not wrong to yell at a kid, but you better follow that yell by a lot of fucking hugs. That's to my kids, man. I'm gonna love the fuck out of you when you fuck up. I'm gonna call you on it. Pero I also want to make sure that I'm showing you love when you're not fucking up. Mm-hmm. Not just the only time my dad talks to me is when I fuck up. It worked.
Yeah. So with my boy, how I was telling you earlier before the podcast that I had a conversation with him on Friday. We had gone to go see Ghostbusters, and on the way back, we had a serious moment where we talked about stuff, you know, and I was telling him, I can't remember what brought it up, but I was telling him, I'm always gonna remind you that I love you. I don't ever want it to be a mystery to you. I was like, we're all human. We're all gonna mess up here and there. I don't want you to mess up severely, but whatever the case, I always loved you. I'm always gonna love you. You've got a family that loves you. Grandma, grandpa, your uncles love you. So it's never gonna be a mystery to you. And yeah, do I get on his case for messing up here and there with like chores or whatever the fuck around the house? I do, but it's backed by love, like you were saying, bro. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's backed by love.
Tough love works, but you got emphasis on the fucking love too, not just the tough, man.
And it goes with life lessons too, you know. Like clearly he gets the art shit from me, you know, and he's been around firearms too with my brothers, because my brothers are into firearms, you know, and my brothers love them just as much as I do too, you know. And whenever he first started playing drums, talking about serious conversations with your kids, and they didn't even know how it is. My brother Ruben, I got a picture where he's pointing at him, bro. It's a good picture because he's pointing at him, and Ryan's like sitting like this, taking in every word that my brother's telling him. You know, my brother's telling him, Ryan, you're learning how to play drums. at a very young age, this means you're going to be a badass at some point in the future, you know? And you're going to come across kids that didn't have that benefit of starting early on. You're going to start a band with them. You might not sound great from the beginning, but you're going to help these little fuckers shine. And Ruben's not filtering himself either. Like I told you earlier, we don't filter ourselves around my boy. He knows there's a time and a place, and he's very educated too, but my brother Ruben's telling him. So whenever you get to that point with these kids that aren't as good as you are, don't be a little asshole. Don't. Teach them how to be better. Because you're going to make them look better anyway, and eventually you guys will be on the same level, and you guys will be shining together. So it goes back to that, you know, it's
That's a fucking...
keeping the old school with expressing love now. Because like my brothers and I, we know my dad loves us. Does my dad ever express it? No. But we know it's there, you know. My mom expresses it. My dad never did because he's old school, you know. And that's the only difference. Like I'm going to keep the old school hard shit and whatever works, plus expressing that love to him. That way it's never a mystery to him.
Yeah, you're right, bro. With my kids, man, I used to not overdo it, but okay, every day. I just do it with my kids. When I put them to sleep, put them to bed, I would, instead of reading them a fucking bedtime story, I would make something up that happened during the day when I took them to the park, let's say, right? Just make some shit up. So like a personalized little story for them. Kids, and wake them up every fucking morning. Not like, hey, get up, we're running late for school. Get them up. Wake them up. Give them a fucking kiss to wake them up. All right, let's go. Start the day. When it wasn't like that, it was just chaotic. All right, get out. You're late. Hey, move the fuck out of the way. I gotta brush my teeth. Like, nah, fuck that, man. This shit comedy.
No, yeah, I'm the same way, bro. And he hasn't done it in a good minute, but whenever you get that reciprocated, another $20 word, I've been in bed, bro, because so when I'm home, he'll sleep in bed with me too, you know, more often than not. Sometimes he'll stay in his room or in the living room because he'll be up all night playing, but I'll be in bed asleep, bro, and he'll just sneak up, give me a kiss on the forehead, and head out and do his thing again. So whenever, you know, you're doing something right whenever that shit happens, you know.
Yeah. Affection's not bad, man.
Nah,
you see,
bro.
that's a game of taking that old school shit that didn't work and getting it out of the way. The shit that did work, let's keep it. You gotta check motherfuckers, man. Checking someone is not bad. It's imperative, actually, huh? So
But it's imperative. But in a sensitive world, bro, we're not doing enough.
It's because that's the thing, though, man. Watch, like you just said, Rene, in a sensitive world. Who's saying that? Who had a meeting and said, hey, we're
They.
sensitive.
Who the fuck are they?
Exactly, they. And then you go, okay, do they have a web page? Do they have an email address? Who is they? No, but they. They can't say who. So I think it's just whoever the fuck is doing this, it's not they. It's something trying to achieve something because let's say what you read on social media or just hear in the fucking news, whatever. That's not what's going on in the real world, bro. Right around the time of the lockdowns, actually, when the time of the lockdowns, that racial tensions are high. They say this, they say that. I was working on Odessa, bro, late in Tayo, and we're staying in this RV park. And RV park, there's a lot of white people, man. A lot of red hats with white letters on it, ¿verdad? And I don't know if you know this, but I'm Mexican as fuck. So we're in this fucking trailer park, bro. And it's a nice one, too. It's a very nice trailer park. This got like a fucking general area where you could camp and, cook out with. And whenever I see this certain white family, I'll open the door for them if I was walking in. As I do with anyone. I don't give a fuck what color you are. So I open the door for the wife, thank you. What's man? He had a MAGA hat. I'm Mexican. He still said thank you. I saw the MAGA hat. I still opened the door. But their son was like a 13-year-old skinny white kid. One of those days he hit me up and goes, he seemed upset. I go, are you alright, man? He goes, yeah, because those kids over there are picking on me. It was 4 Mexican kids, bro, picking on this white kid. Go, nah, I don't wanna fuck you, man. Watch. Go talk to him. Whatever. I could have said, fuck this MAGA shit. You're a white kid. Take it. Puto, culo, all this shit. Nah, you don't fuck with this white kid just because he's white, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though his dad might not like me. Maybe you think you don't like this white kid. He's a cool little fucking kid, man. I'll defend him. And you could kind of see the transition in this kid's eyes, like going like, oh fuck. He could have gone from, I'm gonna hate Mexicans from now on because they picked on me, to a Mexican going, I'll protect you, homie. Let's go.
Oh yeah, man, that's good.
But they don't tell you that shit on the fucking news. They just gotta highlight the most fucked up part. People around the country, man, don't give a fuck. They really don't. Of course, there's some mamones out there, but for the most part, the the shit that they sensationalize in the fucking media. That's what's going on in regular, everyday world, man. It's not.
Yeah, bro. I think so. When I hired onto the railroad, I hired on out of Oklahoma. So my first years with the railroad, I was with a bunch of guys from Oklahoma, mostly white people, you know. My buddy Jerice, black, and these guys are all brothers to me, bro, to the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know these guys have my back, and these guys are good fucking people, bro. Like Ben, I talk to almost every day. Jerice, I tease almost every day via text. He's got clammy hands. He's not gonna appreciate hearing this, but it's. I've got my brothers in the railroad that I got to thank the railroad for this, bro, because you got your work family or you've got your social family outside of that, you know, and where else would I have met these dudes, you know? Different political beliefs and everything, but we're all fucking cool with each other, bro. We're all fucking cool with each other, and I love it, appreciate it. It's.
Do you know about how my fiance's parents? Shout out to Kathy and Greg, man. The whitest parents. They've been married 52 fucking years. That's how white they are. I tell him, man. My fiance's dad is a former drill sergeant, and I told, hey Greg, a pastor. And I told, hey Greg, I did this joke where I called my father-in-law four-time Republican. What do you mean four-time Republican? How many guns do you carry on you? Go, 4. I go, you're a four-time Republican.
Yeah, there you
we
go.
got one on each side, one on the boots and shit. Trump supporter loves Trump. Guess what? This fucker's never judge me. And look at me. I'm easy to judge, motherfucker. Especially I'm dating your daughter. This dude showed me the fucking most love, man. The mom, too. These people are white as fuck, man. Her mom has gone to Africa, like on a missionary mission.
Right.
To help feed 100 kids in Africa. Her dad went to Chihuahua, bro. They had to get permission from the cartel to go do repair work on a church because he's a welder by trade. These the nicest fucking people. And guess what we do on Thanksgiving? We don't argue about fucking Trump or nothing. We're just humans hanging out.
No, bro, it's because I think it works out because I've seen it in our family and friends' families, and I've heard about it with other people where, of course, you're going to bust balls. You got an outsider coming into the family. Of course, you're going to bust balls and make jokes and make fun, whatever. But the second you get to know the person, or the second they have a beer, they share dinner with you, that's all out the window, man. They get a new respect for you, a new love for you, and welcoming arms, you know? That's the way it works.
It's you know what? Since we're speaking about racism, bro, I have, over the years, made a lot of very good friends that were racist.
So have I.
Is that right?
I'll tell you one right now.
and before you tell me, it's kind of... It's hard to hate us. It's hard to hate Mexicans. Look at them. They work hard. Look at them. Their fucking women are gorgeous. Look at their food. It's delicious.
Exactly.
I fucking hate all those positive things. It's hard to hate us, man. I met fucking bikers, bro. And when I met these, because I rode with them. They were not a motorcycle club, but it was a chingos of bikers by like 16 motherfuckers. I rode with them two days also. We're camping out. And middle of the night, we just fucking drinking, bro. And this fucker. And the fucking goddamn Mexicans taking our jobs. And I'm there like, hey, okay. And fucking Obama. Yeah, fuck Obama too. I'm just listening to him, man. The next day, I woke up before anyone else. I started making breakfast, whatever, and the fucking started the coffee. They all come out. And they go, oh, fuck. You're Mexican? They go, yeah. We were talking shit about Mexicans yesterday and you didn't see nothing. Go, yeah, you had some interesting points. Anyways, you guys want coffee? I made some fucking huevos and chorizo. The fuck? You're gonna get mad at the dude who woke up before any of you motherfuckers and fed you, and when you talk shit about me, it didn't affect me, man. Because I kind of figured, these fuckers want to get this shit off their chest. Right? And they did have some fucking points. But it's hard for them to hate someone that doesn't hate back.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So my buddy, not a racist, a real good dude. I love that guy. His nickname at work is Lips. It's short for shit lips because he's always talking shit. No, but Lips, whenever... So if there's an opening on another gang, people bounce to wherever they see their best fit or whatever. And I had worked with Lips on the Kansas side of the railroad for several months, and he was going to change gangs. So his last day on the gang, it was just me and him wiring intermediate houses wherever you got the signal for the train on the tracks middle of nowhere. It's got the aspects of green, yellow, red. New equipment that we were installing, and one of the cables, not putting into the story, but it was too short, so we had to get another piece of cable to make it reach, whatever. And it was just me and him working that week together. So before he left to the other gang on the last day, we'd had dinner and we went to go eat wherever the fuck we went. And when we said bye to each other for the night, because I wasn't going to see him the following day, he was going to drive off to the other gang or drive off home. He tells me something in the lines of, "You know what, Rene? I love you, man. For a beaner, I'm going to miss working with you." But I didn't get any hate from that at all. Like, I didn't see it as hate. It took a lot for him to say it. And you know that he cares about me. You know that he considers me a homeboy, and I know I've got his back. He knows I've got his back. This is a solid dude, bro, you know? Like, there's no hate there. The way he expressed it might offend a lot of people.
You know, man, us as Mexicans, we don't really...
We're not offended easy.
We don't subscribe to that shit, man. We don't. Call me a beaner. I did a show one time, bro. It was with a Latin comedy jam. Right, we did this fucking show in Colorado. Well, after the show, this big motherfucker comes up, that big white dude with a beard. He goes, "Hey, man, I just want to say, man, you're pretty funny, wetback. You're pretty funny, wetback," he said. If I like this fucking, like, I wanted to fuck him up, but he did say it was funny. So I'm like, all right, man, we started off with a compliment. Like that, but it's just breaking down that fucking, because if I would have got it mad and said, "Oh yeah, fucking motherfucker," then I would have fed into it. Now I took it, I didn't take an insult, just take an insult. If your goal, the goal of using that word was to rock me in some way, it didn't. And I still shook your hand. I found out it was the owner of the fucking venue. It was the fucking owner of the venue, pinche culero. Anyway, man. Hey, can I tell you this story? Wait, cause
Talk to me.
This motherfucker's I was working. We're putting up a barbed wire fence in the New Mexico-Arizona border, Lawrenceburg, New Mexico. And I was working with these two white kids. I'm like 38 at the time. These kids are in their 20s. Two widows, middle of nowhere, putting up fucking barbed wire fence. And this one white kid, because I stayed at the job site. I camped out there overnight in my work truck. These fuckers went home. One of those days, man, this fucker goes, "Hey, man, Tyron was his name." He goes, "White dude." He goes, "Hey, man, we're having a barbecue at where I live, at my uncle's compound. If you want to come over." Oh, because he goes, "You're a biker, right?" I go, "Yeah, man, I didn't bring my motorcycle, but I'm a biker." He goes, "Well, my uncle's a biker. You want to come over to his compound and for a cook?" I go, "Fuck it, man. I'm tired of fucking eating sandwiches here in the job site." The next day he comes back, he goes, "Hey, man, you know what? I don't know if that's a good idea." "What do you mean?" He goes, "My uncle's kind of racist." I go, "Man, I got racist homies. I don't give a fuck, man." He goes, "No, like really racist." I go, "Let's go." He goes, "You sure?" "Let's go, man." We drive 40 minutes to the uncle's, and it was a compound, cabrón. It was when we get there, it has a fucking, you go through dirt road.
It was a doomsday prepper.
Bro, okay, so similar, yeah, you're not wrong, man. It had a fucking gate. And in the gate, bro, I'm looking at this sign and it says, the first wetback to set boot in this compound will be the last wetback to set boot in this compound.
Wow.
And this fucker sees me reading the sign and goes, "Are you sure?" I go, "Fuck yeah, I want to meet whoever wrote that sign, wait." He's still thinking that I'm going to get rattled by a fucking racist. Let's go, man. So we drive up the compound. And there's like 8 cantones before you get to the uncle's main. We pull up to this one with his uncle. And these fuckers, I'm in the passenger side. They can't see that I'm Mexican. So this fucker goes, "Hey, man, I brought my friend Iggy with me that I told you about."
And Iggy doesn't sound Mexican.
You kind of. So I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" But there's this one fucking dude kind of staring at me longer. He's like, "Oh, he's not a fucking." So he goes, "Hey, you guys go get ready and meet us at my house for the cookout." Go and show up, man. That one dude that was eyeballing me, I huevo, fucking just eyeballing me. I could see that shit, man. And then he starts telling a story where he uses the word wetback a lot, right, to test me. And I see this fucker from the corner. He goes, this is what he said. He goes, "You know," he goes, "I've been wanting to give you one of those straw hats. You know, like the ones that wetbacks wear." And he kind of looks at me. I saw come right. And I get up, bro, and I fucking walk out of there, man. Not because I was offended. I went to the work truck because I had one of those straw hats with.
Mm-hmm.
So I go and I get it away, and mine was personalized. So I come back and I get it, go, "Hey, man, you talking about like these?" And I handed it to him. And he's reading it, going, what the fuck does that say? See the hat that I handed him? It's customized straw hat that my white girlfriend got me. And on it said chile pelon.
Yeah.
He's like, what is it? Chile pelon. I go, chile pelon, man, is Spanish for
Raw dog.
for fucking without a condom. They all started laughing except him. He's like, oh, fuck. And I go, you know what's even funnier, man? My white girl got me that shit. Oh, sorry. So now I just admitted that I'm Mexican and that I got a white girl and I make motherfuckers laugh. So this cat he didn't know what to do. He keeps trying to fuck with me, man. And finally I told him, hey, man, because he was talking about, oh, America's the greatest country in the world, whatever. And finally I told him, hey, man, you know what? You say America's the greatest country in the world. You go, goddamn right. And I go, all right. I said, but obviously you don't like Mexicans, man. He didn't say goddamn right, but he was about to go. Let me tell you this, man. I'll make you a deal. I said, if I could prove to you that my people are better than yours, just to prove that you're not superior to us, I want that fucking sign in the front that says about the wetback and the wetback. If I'm wrong, I will hand you my green card and you could burn it in that fucking fire pit. And they put that green card on the table. It was alright. I go, if right now you have the ability to snap your finger and every Mexican in the world disappeared.
Pull a Thanos.
¿Verdad? A Mexican Thanos. I should write that down. I go, if you have the ability to do that and every Mexican disappear, but the stipulation being that when you do that, we all disappear. But everything that we have built in this country goes with us. Every fucking tile, every fucking cement, fucking everything goes with us. You would not snap your fingers, even to get rid of us. Because if you did that, you snap your fingers and we all disappear with everything we fucking built for this country. If you did that, this country would look like it did before you motherfuckers came here and stole it. Nothing. Oh, like that. The whole party was quiet. A bunch of bikers all quiet. And I went and I got my green card. I go, hey man, can I go get my sign now? I got the fucking sign.
That's awesome.
But you know what? I got this fucking girl. I go, the dude that kept staring, I go, you know how I know you're the smartest one of these motherfuckers? And they're all hearing. I go, because the sign says, the first wetback to set food in the compound will be the last wetback to set food in the compound. I go, but you know you fucked up, man? You wrote that shit in English. You want wetback? I can't fucking read it, idiots.
There you go, man.
Excuse me.
Yeah, man.
But I see this, man, and you know what? Dude, so the motherfucker gives me the sign. He doesn't go up to the front when we're leaving. Hey, nice meeting you. The fuck goes. He brings the sign, the uncle goes. He was about to tell me something like, hey man, don't say it. Don't say it. What I want you to say is that you invite me back. And the fuck goes, man, you welcome back whenever you want. From having a fucking sign saying that we'll kill her back to, I'm taking the sign with me, and this fucker invites me back whenever I want, man. Yeah, I want those fuckers over, man, straight out.
Well, I think that's how it works, bro. For anybody that might be indifferent that way, get to know a person.
Hey, yeah.
And it doesn't even apply to just race, but just anybody. You always end up reading a book by its cover, different walks of life and everything, and you see a tattoo or you see a guy that looks a particular way and you judge him right off the bat. Get to know the guy and see that you might be wrong.
Yep. We just fucking, no one's better than someone else, man. No one's better than, you know what I told that fucker? It was a funny line too. I said, my ancestors build pyramids and shit, man. I said, your ancestors, my people build pyramids. I said, your people can build a fucking IKEA desk without having a Mexican to do it for you. I know, because my white girl's always like, babe, I got this IKEA furniture, can you make it for me? Chile pelon.
There you go, man. Hey, man, so you've got a show coming up with Paul Rodriguez.
Yeah, brother, and they just changed the date. It's April 26th. You know what's weird? When I was a kid, we used to watch, I was the youngest of like fucking a family of 8. I never got to pick what was on TV, man. I was just fucking. But I remember my family watching this dude on TV that was on stage with a microphone, and they were laughing. I don't know what the fuck this dude's saying. I could hear the words, but I don't know why He's talking, and my family's laughing. I just know that they did. The first fucking comedian I saw on stage, on TV, I'm gonna get to perform with we. That's some fucking really cool shit, man. It is.
That's badass.
That I wrote, thank you. And it's my 4th time, I think, performing with him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I remembered you playing with him before.
I never got to talk to him or chill with him. And in fact, it was a Laugh Factory in Scottsdale, Arizona. I was gonna perform with the Latin Comedy Jam. They're gonna tape it for TV, bro. In this club, the Laugh Factory, and Paul Rodriguez was gonna be the host. So we're getting ready. All the cameras are ready and shit. The fucking place is sold out, man. Paul gets there. He's in his change room, and I go, "Hey, Paul, give him my intro. This is my name. What's your name, son? Iggy Samaniego. Got it. What's your intro?" I go, "Hey, Paul, do you want me to write down my last name, because it's kind of long? Just tell it to me, son, and I'll get Samaniego. Give him a little intro." Show starts, bro. Paul goes up there. Hey, give it up for your next comedian, fine, young up and coming comedian, Iggy Samaniego. You can see in the fucking, it never came out on TV. But I saw footage, you could see me walking out like, wait, fucking Samaniego. And you, Paul. Hey, dude, but you know that's pretty cool thing about Mexican comics, bro, that, like, if you're a black comic, can you trace back who the first black comedian was? Do you have access to him? Can you talk to him? Us, Mexicans? That's the first one. Paul Rodriguez was the absolute first stand-up Mexican comic. And that fucker still...
And you gotta respect him as both a comic and an actor, bro. I mean, born in the East LA. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was on TV shows and shit like that, man. Yeah. And I think it's cool, bro, to go, yeah, this is the official first dude, and he's still around and can still talk to him and shit.
Do you remember he went over to Socorro High School, Adrian?
No, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, I think that was when I was probably a sophomore, maybe a junior. He'd gone to Socorro High School, and at the auditorium he had a talk with a bunch of students. I remember, I don't know how they chose who was going to go see it, and I know I was told I was going to get to go, and then for some reason they said my name wasn't on the list after all, but they ended up pulling strings and they got me there, and he talked to us for maybe 45 minutes, I guess, saying jokes and then just giving us like an inspirational talk. I think I was a sophomore when that happened.
Only one Rodriguez at a time is what it was.
There's a Rodriguez capacity, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You know, when I was in middle school, but not a regular middle school, 6th grade, 7th grade, whatever, but we were in alternative school. And this alternative school had all the fuckers, bro. All the cholos, all the mamones, all the cagapalos, all in this one school. But they're taking our school to a field trip to America's high school to watch Edward James Olmos do a speech.
Right.
And in my school, we go, oh, fuck, because we're in downtown central area. America's is in the east side. So it was a whole thing for a whole week, like, oh, we're going to fuck up the dude from the lower valley. That puto from the east side, we got him. So whoever fucked up someone got stripes or whatever, right? And we get there, man, it's like 150 fucking students all from different schools. And we're all mad doggy, oh, we're all fucking... We sit down, watch the motherfucker speak. Guess how many fucking kids fought after the speech was over? 0. We all wanted to, but out of respect for this one dude, man, we just went, all right, the following day we fought motherfucker, but that day, because of this dude, we didn't.
Yeah, he came over to my elementary school just down the street from here on Passmore, Campestre Elementary. He showed up when we were, I can't remember what grade, 3rd, 4th, 5th. I know he came and talked to us there, and I don't know if it was that same time around or another time around, but for some reason I'm remembering the guy dressed up as Spider-Man too. But Spider-Man just did a couple stunts, I think. But yeah, almost talked to us.
Oh, she's Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think she's Spider-Man.
You know what, and with that, man, but when I meet Paul, I hope that he signs up for this shit, and because this shit's about to kick out, bro. The Mexicans of comedy. We had the Latin Kings of comedy. That was chingon, man, groundbreaking shit. That was 22 years ago. So
Is that the one that was filmed here at the Chamizal?
Yes, sir. That's the one. The one that launched George Lopez's career, the fucking broke records and all that shit.
And then all these years later, we got Pablo Rodriguez sentimental towards George.
Well, I mean,
Paul deserves his respect, bro.
I will, and he said this story. He goes, I'm not trying to talk shit about no one, but this is what happened.
That he took care of George whenever George needed the help.
And with the Mexicans comedy shit, when I talked to this dude, his name is Johnny Murillo. He's the one that started Chicano Hollywood. And then this dude owns the rights to the Latin Kings of Comedy. He bought them. And on his network, on his streaming network, that's the most viewed show.
Right.
But when I talked to, I had a meeting with him, bro. He said in the fucking Indigo Hotel, bro. And I'm there, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here meeting with an executive? But I'm like, yeah, I'm just a fucking little cholo. And behind this vato, because where he was sitting, people are sitting over here. Behind him, I could see the alley where he used to smoke weed before school, where he used to go and fight motherfuckers. I could see my fraternity school behind him. I go, what the fuck? I'm very out of place here. The vato sits down, he starts talking with the first sentence, bro. He goes, I grew up in California in the barrio. He goes, I try to be a cholo, but I was just not good at it. And he starts to go, I got this shit. I'm worried that this is going to be like a business executive, very proper. It's fucking one of us, man. So I asked him questions about it. I go, man, you own the rights to the Latin Kings of Comedy. He goes, yeah. How can I tell you what I think went wrong with that shit? I think when they did that, they built the foundation, right, for this really cool
Concept.
Comedy tour with a bunch of different comics that are Latino, banging it out. I go, they built a good foundation, but then egos got in the way, and people started getting ripped off money-wise. And that's why it was like that. He goes, shit, you're right. I go, well, no. And then after that was the Latin Comedy Jam, which I was a part of that shit, man. The #1 Latino comedy tour in the country, bro, at the time. So I'm telling Johnny Murillo this, bro, that owns the Latin Kings of Comedy. The Latin Kings of Comedy built the foundation. They just didn't build nothing on it. Didn't have time. The Latin Comedy Jam came after that, and they laid out the blueprints. But the producer dude got arrested for some shit, disappeared. So I go, now the Mexicans of Comedy is taking that foundation that these fuckers laid, taking the blueprints that these fuckers drew up, and now it's gonna happen the right way. No fucking ego, no fucking no one getting ripped off. And watch, bro, this is gonna break records, man.
Dude, I hope so, bro, because you have an audience.
Mm-hmm.
The audience is there. It's just a matter of handling everything right.
You know what? I heard this vato say, man, that the buying power of Latino is bigger than the GDP of most countries. The buying power of our gente is more than the buying power of a lot of fucking countries, man.
Dude, like I said earlier, I mean, I've worked Sioux City, Iowa. I've worked across Montana. I've worked everywhere, bro, with the railroad. And everywhere we go, we see our people. Everywhere we go, bro. And then you hear the podcast that I listen to, like Felipe Esparza's or whatever, and he talks about going to whatever random place and they don't expect to see Hispanic people there, but they show up. They're there, bro. We're everywhere, bro.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait till they officially announce, hey, Mexicans are not minorities anymore. We're the majority. We're like 2 pregnancies away from that shit.
There you go, man. Yeah, like I said, the audience is there. It's just a matter of this being handled right. And yeah, people setting their egos aside. And I think either way, I mean, it's just a selection process. Get the right people to perform. Get the right people with a positive-minded aspect. And it just...
You know what? And that's the beauty about this Mexicans of Comedy tour, bro, because it's a comedy conglomerate.
Right, there you go.
$20 word.
Another one, bro.
I think we're tied.
We're up to 60 or 80 bucks right there, bro.
And the cool part about it, it takes the OGs, the established veteranos, and then in the same show as motherfuckers that are coming up. ¿Verdad? So it's like a chingon mixture, man. You can see everything, bro. And the beauty about this shit is, Mexican comedy show. Very few of us sound alike, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't sound like, even George Perez, and that's a bald-headed cholo.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Even him and I, we don't sound alike. We look alike.
Or Emilio Rivera.
There you go. Dude, fuck it, I'll do the exclusive. When these fuckers are talking about, hey, who to book for what stops on the tour. when they said San Antonio, I don't know if you know this. Emilio Rivera did stand up.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I haven't seen the video, but I know he does stand up.
No, he does it.
He used to.
He did it. Simon.
I know he did it.
But I go for San Antonio. How chingon would it be, man? The Mexicans of Comedy Tour, hosted by Emilio Rivera. San Antonio.
Hey, Holmes.
¿Verdad? Me, Remeno, that fucking, Edward Hernandez is from San Antonio. The fuckers, Carlos Mesillas opened. Irma Ruiz, a Mexican queen of comedy. It's gonna be a badass show, brother. And that's just one show in a 9-city tour. And this part is not cemented yet. But the whole plan is there's gonna be a 9-city tour that launches from El Paso
To San Diego or something like that, or
from San Diego to San Antonio.
Right.
¿Verdad? But after that, after the tour, and the brand gets picks up steam, it's gonna be a theater show that's recorded, like the Latin Comedy Jam. Guess where we're gonna fucking record this shit? In the Abraham Chavez Theater, the same place that the other one was filmed.
Nice. Yeah, I said the Chamizal earlier. Is that the same place? That's different, right?
Which one?
I said Chamizal earlier, but it's Abraham Chavez, right?
Yeah, the Abraham Chavez, bro. Where the original was shot, we're doing it there, bro.
I was thinking about it earlier. Like, did I say the wrong thing? I think I did. It's Abraham Chavez.
It's gonna be cool, man. You know when I had that meeting with this cat from Chicano, Hollywood, this fucker said that shit. I grew up in the barrio. I wanted to be a cholo. I just wasn't good at it. Right. And then he told me that because earlier you asked Chicano Hollywood TV. I haven't heard about it. A lot of people haven't. But the dude Johnny Murillo was telling me the story. He goes, he was telling us the story. He goes, you know, I got a call from the NBC executive, and he told me, hey man, just to let you know, we're looking, congratulations, we're looking at your success. Thank you. He goes, whenever you're ready to sell, let us know. He goes, oh no, this is not a business. This is a movement. Fuck your money. You can't buy this. This is
Hell yeah, bro.
You know what this fucker told him? He told him, I respect that. I just want to let you know that when you get as big as you could tell you're gonna get, they're gonna come looking to buy it.
Well, yeah, but I think the second he did a good move.
This is creepy. I'm sorry, bro. This is creepy because he goes, and I'll tell them the same thing. It's a movement and not for sale. And that dude in the phone goes, I know. I'm just letting you know they're not gonna take no for an answer. Have a good time. Boom. If it got the attention of these fuckers, I'm telling you, ways, because the time has come. This shit comes in waves, bro. It's cyclical. Because when I was with the Latin Comedy Jam tour, I go, fuck, it was 10 years from the last one. 10 years from this one? Right, 10 year cycles, man. And we're right now in the crest of that shit. Not even just Latino or Mexican comics, even rappers, actors, shit like that. It's undeniable, bro. We're here. We've fucking infiltrated. We've penetrated. You know what I'm saying? We fucking I don't know, man. You know, fucking.
What I was gonna say was that once their money comes into play, if they really try to buy it out and buy it, it's gonna bring out other restrictions maybe, or what's right for the money, what's right for the sponsorships and shit.
Then you get into the sponsor says we shouldn't talk about. Nah.
Or no, we don't think this guy's funny, but we think this other guy that has nada que ver con este pedo, we think this guy's funny, and they'll bring him into the, like, no. Let it be the way it is. Why do you think, I might be mistaken, but the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, why is Jeff Fox really wrong? Why did all these dudes super rich? Because it was their fucking, deal. Nobody else's pockets, I think. I might be wrong.
No, yeah.
But all those guys are filthy rich because of it.
You know what, man, that's the thing. The dude from Chicano Hollywood TV, didn't call NBC to ask their opinion. They call him and they go, just, congratulations, and we're looking. So we got their attention. You dig? It's the way it look, man. This is how Mexican buying power or whatever. Did you know that shit when they I don't know what year it was, but in Mexico they tried to change the formula for Coca-Cola. That to the fucking fructose corn syrup.
Right.
The Mexicans go, we don't like that shit. We're not buying it.
Pure cane sugar.
That's why the Mexican Coke tastes so good, because Americans, when Coca-Cola switched to fucking high fructose corn syrup, the Americans go, hey, fuck it. When they tried to do Mexicans go, we're not buying that shit. Put regular sugar, and they didn't until these fuckers buckled And the Mexican Cokes have real sugar. The American ones don't. We give them hell, man, and we could do that in many other fucking ways, bro. Neta way. And now they're going, I wait. These fuckers are about to be the majority. And they're buying powers and impressive. Now they want to start fucking with us? They did, man. I'm not saying they didn't, but they didn't a lot. There was a lot of time where they didn't fuck with us. But now, I'm telling you, that's why I really like that fucking word, bro. Actually, the way it slides makes it keen. And just going, we are. We're not saying we're the shit. We're not saying we're the best. But we're not what we were told we were. I was told I was a piece of shit since I was little for a long time, so much so that I started believing it and I started acting it out. But that is until years later go, hey, hold the fuck on, man. We're hardworking, we're cool motherfuckers, we party, we fuck, we have fun, we dance on shit. Nah, man. We're not the problem. We were told we were the problem. We weren't. Fuck no.
And that's good that you found your outlet, bro. Because a lot of people would have kept on with the bad shit, whatever. You found your outlet and you're rolling with it, man. You're kicking ass at it.
I could have, bro. I could have fucking hated.
Because how many people expect, this is the expectation of me, so I'm going to live up to that expectation, and they just keep screwing up, bro.
You know the thing about that? My mom told me, man, and I find this interesting because my mom barely graduated, finished, let's say, like middle school before she dropped out with her. But I remember mom saying this shit, man. Cause you look at me, truly looking motherfucker, man. I started this comedy tour. It's called the Blue Lives Matter. It's a comedy show for law enforcement, bro.
Right.
I'm like a fucking cholo, man. I'm a fucking ex-criminal, whatever the fuck. So I did these and whatever, and I got shit from these black comedians from Albuquerque. Hey man, what are you doing fucking shows for cops and shit? I told him, look man, I'll put you like this, because this is what my mom told me, man. As simple-minded, not even simple-minded, as uneducated on paper as my mom was, my mom told me this. Show me a time in history where combating hate with more hate got a positive result.
Right.
But I'm not saying what they're fucking doing is right. But what I'm saying is, history shown that when someone hates someone, if more hate is brought to them, it just reciprocates it, man. You gotta kill them with kindness, culero.
So Paul Rodriguez is a big name you've worked with and are going to work with again. Have you ever worked with Willie Barcena?
Yeah, man.
I've seen Willie several times, past. It's been a while since I last saw him, but I love Willie, bro.
Me too, man. You know what I told my mentor? I told my mentor, Ponche, I don't mean to idolize this cat, man. It's not about that. But I told Ponche, for Mexicans, for me, as a Mexican comic, I see Willie Barcena as my Richard Pryor.
Right.
And he's still alive. I have access to him. Dude, first time I saw him perform, I was married at the time. And I think I was maybe like 2 years into comedy. I went to a comic strip with my ex-wife at the time. And we saw Willie. And afterwards, I told her, I go, I'm gonna open for this cat one of these days. I said, I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I'm open for this fucker. And then in the meet and greet on the way out, I'll meet him, and I told my wife, don't tell him I'm a fucking comedian. I don't want him to know. I'm only 2 years in. And we told him shaking his hand, point shit at that cousin goes, hey, this fucker's a comic. Shit. And I'm embarrassed. We're like, hey bro, how come you didn't say, hey man,
hey bro.
And then he goes, hey bro, can I give you some advice, please? And he goes, let me tell you something that Jay Leno told me.
Oh, because they're tight, bro.
They are, man. He's got the most fucking...
fucking visits on the...
show, yeah. And he goes, you know what Jay Leno told me, bro? He said, you have to be funnier than them. You just gotta outwork them. And I go, hey...
And it's already in our DNA.
How do you do that shit? And I told him, can you do me a favor, man? Can you say that again to my wife? Because every time I go to open mics or to prepare for this, she's like, oh, you're always doing your little comedy thing. He fucking looked at her and goes, you got a good man. You could tell he's not doing this shit for pussy or for fame. You could tell he's doing it because he likes it. He seems genuine. And I think it was like a year and a half later, 2 years, after I got to fucking perform with him. And I wanted to call her so bad, but we were talking at the time, like, hey, told me, bitch, I was going to open for Willie. But yeah, man, and I done road shows with him. I did a little run with him. And it's chingon, bro, just getting school from these dudes, man. Neta.
Any crazy road stories with him? I've heard there's several with other comics.
With him? You want me to tell you one?
I want to hear anything, man.
Okay. This was with Willie.
Anything that won't burn him. I mean, Willie's a great dude, and I love his comedy.
It's when you use the word burn me. This is what happened. I don't think you would mind it. It was a 3-city stop run. We were in Corbett, bro. So we did the show. Willie sold it out. A great show, man. And we're in this hotel room. Just me, him, one more comedian. Just drinking.
Right.
And the fucker Willie had said something. Oh, this is what it was. Well, Willie's like, hey man, I told him, if you got any other shows that I could open up for, man, I'll drive myself down there. I'll pay for my own room. I just wanted the experience. What are you trying to say, bro? That I couldn't pay you? What I was trying to say was, I don't care about the pay. I care
You're
about
showing commitment to,
performing.
I just want to perform with you.
This fucker, this is after a bunch of tequila, bro. And Willie goes, you think I give a fuck about money, bro? You think I can afford you? This is how little I give a fuck about money. He said, he grabs an envelope. They had a bunch of checks. A couple of $1,000.
He hadn't cashed them in.
Yeah. Because I saw them all like, I don't want to see them all, but it's way more than a little bit. And he goes to start lighting it on fire. And his manager will, Willie don't go, no, bro.
But the tequila was talking, bro.
He goes, he goes, and he still bring the checks. And he gave him a cash. He gave him like $300 cash. And he goes, I give a fuck about money, bro. And he lights it. And he's holding it like, wait, what the fuck? I didn't want to start no shit. He puts it out. Puts it on the table, whatever. And the next day in the morning, bro, we go back to the room. Hey, Willie, we gotta check out. He knocking. Hey, Willie, we gotta check out. He opens the door. We walk in. He goes, "All cruiser, bro." He goes, yeah, I don't know what happened that night, but apparently some asshole burned $300. And then he laughed like, "Hey, wait, it's all good," because I didn't mean to offend him. He knew that shit, but
no, yeah.
No, we're Mexicans.
No, you're just expressing your commitment too, you know.
And looked at him, okay, I give it to that 300 weight, can I keep it, motherfucker? But you know, saying that shit like that, bro. Fuck yeah.
So it's Paul Rodriguez, Willie, Raymond Horta, like you mentioned earlier. You played with him.
Yeah, hey, man, we have all these governments out there, bro. Straight out, man. The Mexicans coming to, I'm telling you, you mentioned the blue collar comedy tour. Those fuckers broke records, man. You know what they did? They gathered their gente together and help us do this shit. Again, a movement, a wave. I'm using those words and I'm not using them lightly, bro, because when Johnny Murillo from Chicano Hollywood said, it's not a business, it's a movement. Has way more power, man. You can't buy that shit. Now it's priceless, dude. That's what we're doing with it, man. And also, I don't get into details, man, but my goal, aside from the Mexicans, the comedy recorded for and shown on Chicano Hollywood TV, my goal is to win Chicano Hollywood an Emmy, an Oscar, or both, with this one fucking idea. I talked to, I mentioned the show Scared Straight. Dude, that shit was a fucking major failure on all levels, and I went through that shit. I met another comedian that was on the other side of it, Edward Hernandez from San Antonio. He was one of the inmates doing that shit. And I asked about it, go, that shit don't work, dog. You can't yell at a fucking kid that's broken. They've been yelled at. You can't scare a fucking kid that's had a gun pointed in his face. They've been scared.
They've been beat down.
That's it. My idea for this documentary that I'm gonna pitch to Chicano Hollywood is it's gonna be called Cared Straight. So they'll say Scared Straight with the S crossed out. Cared Straight. You have to fucking yell at these kids, man. Fucking listen to them. Give them a genuine hug. Let them know that they could do something instead of, hey, you little bitch, grab my pocket and I'm gonna fuck your pretty lips. That ain't gonna change no one, man. Pero the reason why I said about the Emmy and the Oscar, because the Scared Straight documentary, the original one, it won both. And it was proven that it didn't work. These fuckers are holding a fucking trophy for something that didn't work. And 5 years later, I want to do a documentary that exposes that shit. And have this win a fucking Oscar and Emmy. The right way. I'm not saying take away the envy from these other fuckers, but if they did, that would be badass. Had us win one for the right fucking thing and have theirs taken away because they were demonstrably fucking wrong, man. Neta.
It was just a sideshow, bro. If you think about it, just for the.
I saw it. Whenever I ask someone, hey, have you seen the show Scares? You're like, haha, yeah. When they yell at the kids.
It's funny.
Laughed.
It's funny now.
It is. And we laughed. And guess what? As a fucking nation, we should be. I'm not saying we should be embarrassed that we laughed. Because I did it too and I went through it. What I'm saying is we shouldn't be embarrassed that we laughed. But we should all get together and go, let's do it the right way at least. Cared straight. Fuck the S, man. I'll tell you what. That's going to take me a while to put together. And you know what else I was thinking? A documentary exposing how badly that program failed. And why the fuck should they deserve an Oscar or an Emmy? And had this documentary, and I want to have it narrated by Edward James Olmos. Imagine that shit, bro. A dude that motivated me not to fucking fight when I really wanted to fight. That fucker just talking too motivating. And his voice is iconic. But carried straight, Chicano Hollywood TV is gonna win fucking awards, bro. A huevo.
And if you can't get almost narrated, get Willie to do it, bro.
Imagine. Hey, bro. Just take a shot and don't be a dick, bro.
Well, I mean, we were talking earlier about that whole, like, even with the race thing, but just everything in general, bro, is when we're talking about kids. I know more than one person has said it, but I know George Carlin had expressed at one point in regards to religion, how just bare boned make it that don't be an asshole. And that translates to even shit like that, to your cared straight. But I mean, I think these kids, what you're saying, you're going to express that you care about them. It'll help out when it's a cool guy doing it. You get a square doing it, it ain't going to work. If they see someone that they respect, someone from a different light, like you, for instance, it's going to mean something. Because you're not just anybody.
If I could give one more story in, bro.
No, do it, man. Do it.
That shit because I went through the Scary Straight program, and when I was 14 or 15, but by the time I went to it, I had already been shot at. I had already shot at someone. I didn't hit them, but shot at them. I had a fucking gun pointed, a revolver pointed back to my face. So an inmate yelling at me, "You little pussy, you're a bitch," doesn't affect me. I seen a gun. I seen down the barrel of a fucking gun. And this is what this fucking dude said, man. Because they tried to do like a film an episode, Paso of Scare Straight. But you know what they didn't? Because they said, these kids are not scared enough. What? They're not scared enough. You know, this fucking inmate told me, man, he goes, you know what, man, this program, an inmate that like was the one assigned to me yell and whatever, he wasn't. And we get to chow, like 2 hours in, we get to chow. So now, this fucker goes, man, I ain't gonna yell at you, man. Goes, this shit don't work. I'm only doing this because I get to eat 2 pieces of fried chicken instead of 1. And this fucker's looking at me, he's going, black dude, I'm Mexican, man. I'm fucking 14 years old. I could just look at you and tell you've been through some shit. And yelling at you wouldn't make a difference. And this fucker goes, he said, let me tell you this, he goes, the system hates the educated ones. Now, to me, my enemy is the system. This fucker just told me what the system hates. And after that, bro, neta, man, I went from not doing homework at all, just waiting to be expelled, to this fucker telling me that and me going,
I gotta educate myself.
I don't have to. If I do, it fucks with my enemy. Right? Because to me on my own, I didn't want to get educated. But when this fucker said, your enemy hates it when you're educated. Well, no, let me fucking... And the dude, I graduated a year early from high school, man. A year earlier than predicted. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just, not saying based on that.
But it helped.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did, man. That was the only thing that worked from that fucking program.
It's just to make a spectacle, bro, is all it is. And that's the same with the talk shows back in the day where they'd have the troubled teens or whatever. It was the same shit.
Mm-hmm. And you know, I've been doing research on this shit. I could tell you that 3.7 million people tuned in to watch that shit when it came out. Scare Straight, 3.7 million. The most popular debut of any show on that network. Now, when I have Cared Straight made, honestly, I don't want to call these people out, but we all looked at that shit. 3.7 million fucking people looked at and laughed, and I was one of them. Now, this Carriage Straight is coming out, where it's done right. Let's have 7 million people look at that shit. Look, bro, I was...
No, you'll get more. Like get it on streaming service. It'll get way more than that if it's done right.
This is what I was gonna tell you, bro. That later on, man, when I first started doing comedy, I was getting a lot of steam quick, and I go, man, I can't let this shit get to my head. I gotta ground myself. And at that time, my kids were talking to me. None of my 4 kids were talking to me. But I go, you know what? I want to go back to the juvenile detention center and talk to these kids. Just give them a little speech. It took forever, carnal. It finally happened. And I go and I meet the chief of juvenile detention center in El Paso, Chief Martinez. I'm nervous, bro. I went there as a kid. This is a fucking chief. I'm like, chola, I'm gonna meet up with this guy. I walk into his office, man, pinche mahogany desk, all chingón. And this fucker opens and goes, hey, mijo, how you doing? ¿Sabes de qué? I go, God, this fucker. He's saying, ¿sabes de qué, mijo? He said, and I saw the fucking Austin Panther, my alma mater. I go, this fucker's not just a chief, he's one of me, kind of.
That made it.
Bro, and he goes, you know what, son? He goes, normally we don't get tours, and goes, but I'll make an exception since you went to these lengths to do this shit. I go, thank you, man. He goes, I can't promise you any more than 10 minutes to talk to these kids. That's fine. Cool. We started walking, and he started taking me to the regular population. And I'd been there, so I go, I'm looking at the boot camp section. And he goes, oh no, son. He goes, those are the worst of the worst. And he's about to finish. I know that's show cap. It's called show cap. He goes, can I talk to him? He goes, okay. He goes, okay, you got 10 minutes. Está bien. We walk in, man, and they got these, the drill instructor gets up, chief is present, da da da, and all the students, yes sir, boom. They're all standing at attention. The chief goes, oh, this guest speaker is gonna just talk to you guys real quick for 10 minutes. I went and I shook every child's hand, and they're at attention. So, hey, how you doing, man? Yes sir. No, yes sir. What's your name? My name is Trini. What's your name? Jose Gutierrez. Hey, so what's up, Joe? Cool. Give him a shoulder hug. And they did that to all 12 kids. Then I started talking to Shaul. This fucker reminded me, said you got 10 minutes. In 5, Rene. In 5 minutes, I had everyone in that fucking room crying, bro. And then I had to yell at a single fucking kid. Because when I walked in, I saw this chavo. He was 15 and a half. Shaved head, tattoo on his face. And I made fun, not made fun of like, hey, you're a fucking shit killer. You already got tattoo on your face. So I'm just talking to him. I'm not preaching to the chavos. But when I got to killer, hey, what are you here for, homie? He goes, breaking and entering. How old are you? 15. I told him, can I just tell you a story? I'm not here to fucking preach or pontificate. $20 word, pontificate.
$80 for 100, last count.
And I told him, let me just tell you a story of the last house I broke into. He goes, yes, sir. But not no, sir. Iggy. Okay, go ahead, Iggy. I broke into a canton, man, and my homies said, we already cased the joints. There's no one there. I go, you already cased it? But vamos. I told these fuckers, you wait outside. Let me hop the fence, hop the wall. Get in. When it's clear, I'll let you guys know. This is 10 at night. It's on a fucking Wednesday. Boom, I get in the canton, man, through a sliding door, like a doggy door. And I'm going to a canton. It's pitch black. But my eyes already adjusted to the dark. I hit this hallway and I see this old lady rise up from her bed. And she's going, oh my God, someone's in my house. It's dead quiet. I'm like, wait, it's pitch black, so I go up against the wall like this. And the old lady passes in front of me. As she's passing in front, I go, this is fucked up, man. What am I doing? What if that was my grandma? What if this lady sees me, she has a heart attack and dies? What if my homies barge in here and kill this fucking lady? I'm never doing this again. This is fucked up.
There's no turning back from that.
I'm against the wall, and the lady passes by me, bro. She passes by, and I start walking out. I already told myself, I'm never doing this shit again. This is fucked up, man. I had an epiphany at that moment. Lady passes by, I'm walking back quietly towards where I came in. and behind me, I hear, ksh, ksh. It was there, bro. And at the time,
Oh, fuck.
I felt it in my spine, cabrón. And at that time, I go, you know what went through my head? What went through my head was, you deserve this, man. What the fuck are you doing in this lady's house? And I'm still walking. I didn't run when I heard I had a calmness to me. Because in my head, I already told myself I'm not going to do shit again before the shotgun. Hear the shotgun and go, I'm just waiting for the click and the boom. And I get closer to the door, walking regular, and they hadn't shot me. So once I get to the door, I fucking haul ass, bro. I jump that wall, told him, get the fuck out of here, let's go. And I never broke into a house again. I told that story to my chavo, bro. The hardy looking, I called him killer, the hardy looking fucking guy. Shit on his face. Then I look and everyone like in unison.
Yeah.
I look at the chief, you could tell he's holding them back. I look at the drill instructor, that fucker let a little one. He was like, finished, thank you guys, we'll go outside. Wow, then I started crying, and the chief crying. And he goes, you know what, to me, go, you're the real deal with me. You're one of the real ones. I said, I see. I didn't do none of these kids. I didn't call none of them a pussy. And I made the whole fucking room cry. So they're just by connecting, bro.
That's deep, bro. But I think what helps too is, like I said earlier, it's not a square talking to these kids. It's their voice talking back to them, and it kind of reminded me of. So not a scared straight situation, but when my buddy Peter and his wife Annabelle got married, the priest at their church, I can't remember the name of the church. It's a Catholic church in Horizon somewhere. He talked Chicano, bro. I used to play guitar in the church choir, and our priest was well spoken too, you know. But when I went to their wedding, the fact that this priest spoke the way we did, you pay attention more.
Yeah.
That's your voice talking back to you, bro. Yeah. I'll let it out.
Sorry, brother.
No,
Sorry.
you're good, bro. You're good. Take it down. And we're back.
Piss break.
Yeah, piss break, bro. It's all gravy. It's all good. I was gonna ask you. So, have you ever bombed, bro? I've been meaning to ask you that question too. And how does that feel?
I have. It feels like death. You know, it was weird, bro. The worst, one of the worst bombs I had was a 3-minute set. That shit felt like 3 hours coming.
No, I bet, bro. Time slows down.
Man, it did. And you know what it was? It was a all-black comedy show. And they asked, the producer asked for me to be on it. He goes, hey, you ever done an all-black comedy show? I go, yeah, all the time. I never had one. I didn't. I go up there and nothing's landing, bro. Nothing at all. And it's weird because afterwards, when you're leaving a comedy show, you're like, oh, meet and greet, shake your hand. I was standing by the door, no one looked at me. There was no eye contact. It was like, oh, I felt like a fucking dude with leprosy and shit.
I'll see you guys later.
But it did, man. And you know what? And it happens. It's just how you fucking take it.
How you handle it.
Yeah. But I mean, I've landed more times than I bombed, so I don't mind. I know there's from here until retired, there will be more bombs in the way. But you're okay with it because I go, hey man, I got on base 80% of the time.
Yeah. You've got your moments of shining, outweighing the bombs for sure.
Man, and you know when I bomb, man, I don't let it fuck with my hand, man.
Now you can, bro. Just gotta shake your shoes off and have at it the next set.
And you know what? That comes from getting my ass beat a lot in the street. You can't fucking win them all.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
when you do get your ass kicked, I know this. If you're getting your ass kicked with dignity, you got your ass kicked by these you. They look all fucked up. You know?
Yeah, right.
Take it in the chin, Carl.
Hell yeah, man. And you're taking it.
I have been, man, and I'll take it some more, bro. But I'm also giving Simon.
Yeah, because the end result is it'll pay off in the end, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And not everybody's gonna have that story to share, that story to tell, bro. It's
or not even, or not a lot of people would want to go through. Let's say you told some motherfucker, hey man, go through 13 years of good shit, but a lot of fucked up shit, and at the end you might get something. And you go, what the fuck? I don't like those odds.
No. It's a crazy odyssey, bro.
I like to use that word because that's my daughter's.
Because that's what it is, though.
That's one of my daughter's middle names, man.
Oh, really?
Odyssey, a long strange trip. Yeah.
Yep. A long strange trip with its obstacles and Just gotta keep on overcoming, bro.
That's what we're doing, brother.
Pero desmadre, bro.
And then to come out of it, cause look, man, I could have done this shit and came out and been okay, right? Whatever. But I'm coming out of this shit and I'm smiling. I'm like, see, more, man, I took fucking lumps on the way here, but I think what gives that shit character is the fucker came lumpy as fuck and still smiling. You ever seen someone that got their ass kicked and they're fucking smiling?
Yeah, for sure.
Now this fucker, they didn't care, man.
Yeah, man. So whenever you've been around somebody that's unaware that you're a comedian, and they find out, what's the usual reaction, bro? Or do you like reactions when people find out, oh shit, he's a stand-up comic, ah, cabrón, that's badass, or whatever? Do you ever come across it at any point in time, or?
I'll give you this one, man. Earlier when I talked about biker homie that I rolled up to the also with, that were racist that became my friend. I rode with him for years, bro. Not as a motorcycle club, but I would ride with them. And I never told him I was a comic on purpose. Because I knew what was going to
They're going to ask you for a joke.
Thank you.
Oh, you think you're funny? Tell me a joke.
One time, I know these fuckers, they say a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, and we're hanging out, and this chick, her name was Peach. She comes out and goes, fucking Iggy, how come you never told us you were a comedian? I'm like, man, just... These other fuckers heard go, Iggy, that dude that never talks? There's no way he's a fucking comedian. So these bikers started hitting me up. How can you fucking tell us? I thought we were like homies. Because, first of all, you guys would not believe it. It's like, I'm quiet, dude. Like, when I'm not on stage, I could go in the bar, just sit in the corner, and no one will fucking know I'm there. That's what I like doing. I'm not gonna center attention doing bits and backflips and shit. But yeah, the reaction, usually, I've had that more than one time. They go, dude, you hardly ever talk. How the fuck are you a comedian?
Yeah, and I was asking because, like, even with me as a musician, bro, like, I'll express to people that, oh yeah, I write music. I write my own music. I don't really try to play covers or whatever. I'd rather write my own stuff. And that's not being snobby musically. It's just I'm better at writing stuff than I am at covering shit, you know. But whenever I've shown people what I write, they look at me and they're like, "You did this?" Like, yeah, man. I just don't fucking see it. And I'm like, no, yeah. But I mean, they see me in fucking work clothes, my orange vest, my hard hat. They just don't know. They don't know what's under the uniform, I guess. But I love that reaction when I'm like, yeah, check this out, man. This is the song I'm working on. Let me text you the music. And oh shit, you wrote that? Yeah, man.
Yeah, I like that.
I love that, bro. That, or I'll show them the music videos I've got with my son, and like, oh shit, man, you're pretty badass. And I'm not the best musician out there. I'm not, bro. But I like getting that reaction from people where it's unexpected that I do something like that. So I was wondering if comedy was the same thing.
Yeah, they kind of sleep on me before, man. Like, look at me, I'm like a funny motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, serious, fucking.
Where can people find you and tell us where they can watch you here pretty soon?
On TikTok, man. You know what? I hardly use TikTok, bro, but I think I still have Ghetto Gandhi. Okay. On fucking TikTok, man.
You got the look.
Yeah, look, I'm very calm, but I could fuck shit up. You know? Right. I'm gangster gentleman. But actually, I think it's gangster gentleman. Either way, man. Iggy Samaniego on TikTok, Instagram, Chile Pelon.
Chile Pelon.
And most of my shit is I'm old fuckers, Facebook, man. But Iggy Samaniego, man, find me on that shit.
And I'll post your links at the end of this video, man. And again, I'm happy to have you here, bro. We got to do this again. Love you, brother. Love you, man. It's been a while. Brother. So this has been the Long Story Longer podcast with Rene Rodriguez and today's guest, Iggy Samaniego. Thank you, guys. Peace out. We love you.
Watch.